Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. A couple quick clarifications. Number one, I'm trading futures. If you don't know what futures are, they're awesome. Quick little hint at why they're awesome for you day traders out there that have to struggle with the pattern day trader rule. There is zero pattern day trading rule within the world of futures. They don't require a whole lot of money, and there's just a lot of good stuff going on. But I think that the biggest peak of interest for people might be there's zero pattern day trading rule, so you can trade as much as you want without having to worry about any of that nonsense. And I'm also trading futures through a prop firm. What is a prop firm? How does a prop firm work? Which prop firm am I using? If you just check out that link that you see right there on the screen there, that will give you all that information. It'll also give you a discount to the current promotion that is being run by the prop firm that I'm using. So make sure you use that link, like I said, to learn more and just potentially get signed up with them. So, and then also, if you do want to learn more about futures, I do offer a totally free 4-part series that I'll put down in the description box that you can check out. So I will pause the screening recording software for now, and I'll be back as soon as I find a potential trade. All right, I'm going to go ahead and try a scalp up around this area if it can push up just a little bit higher. Can in for my initial and out. So right down there, $60 on that one. I will try again if it wants to come up to that area. I said if it comes up to this general area right there, I will look again. I wouldn't mind taking more than one, but one at least will get me started. Come on. Come on. A little bit more. Oh, right off that pink line. That might have been the trade I should have taken, because now is it going to break up through? We'll see. There we go. Oh, but I missed it. Ah. Well, you saw those two red lines show up. That was my attempted order. Oh, down it goes. Let's do this instead. Let's go with 3. Stop right up there. So we'll see if this wants to come down, or it looks like it's going to stop me out. So stop me out there for a $50 loss on that one. It continues to boom upwards right now. So still green. All right, I will pause. All right, maybe looking to try to build here if it wants to push up a little bit more. There we go. Let's push a little bit more in. And out there for another $60 scalp. So now that number is at 120. Again, I wouldn't have minded getting more than one, but if it wants to give me a $60 in, I don't know, what was that, maybe 10 seconds, I'm not going to turn that down. The analogy I've always used, if I was walking down the street and I saw a $60 bill sitting there and I was like, it's going to take me 10 seconds to bend over and pick up that $60 bill, would I do it? Now, if I was Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, probably not. That would probably be not worth my time. But I am not them. So, and for me, it would be worth my time to spend 10 seconds to pick up a $60 bill. All right, I got to stop talking. Maybe give this another try here. Let's see if it wants to push up higher again. Do I try that trade again? Just short on here, stop up there. But I don't know. This thing, yeah, I'm not going to try to catch any sort of top right now on this one. All right, I'll pause. Well, I'm going to try again here. Maybe it burns me. I might have chased that one down a little bit. On the bright side of things, I have a pretty well-defined. Picked up another one, stop loss. So let's see what this wants to do. So because of that, chase that one down a little bit. I wanted to play it safe. So I still made a gain on that one because remember I was down, I don't remember, was I down like 70 or something? So still made a small little gain on that one. But chased that one down a little too far. But again, I had a still well-defined stop right up there. If it would have violated that, it would have been game over. But wanted to err on the side of caution. And it worked out just fine. And that's why, you know what, when you leave yourself flexibility within a trade, now not too much flexibility, right? You got to be able to define where does the flexibility stop, and that's, you know, where the location up there with the stop. That was where there's no more flexibility. But when you just start small, so if you go all in to take it to the extreme, you have no flexibility within the trade, right? Because by definition, you're already all in. But if you go in very small, then you have some flexibility to work within the trade. Now, the flip side of that is if you go all in and then you're right from the get-go and it goes directly in your favor, you're going to be saying, whew, I'm glad I went all in. But if it doesn't, then and then you don't have any flexibility, you're going to be saying, why did I go all in? So the market's a give and take, pros and cons. Now, of course, I'm not advocating to ever just go all in, but just trying to illustrate the point that there's that correlation, that balancing act between going all in versus having some flexibility. All right, I'll pause. All right, I now switched accounts within prop firms. You can have multiple accounts. So if you're wondering, hey, wait a second, where did all those numbers go? Why is that 0 down there? That would be why. Good observation on your part, but it is because I'm now looking at, or I've just switched over to a different account. So still same prop firm, but again, at the prop firms, you can just have multiple accounts all at once, which makes it nice. So looking to see if I can get a trade in this account. All right, I'll pause. Okay, I have an order at that green line there to get long. Just try to play a little bit of a scalp on the breakout. All right, I'll pause. All right, looking to play a little bit of a pushback upwards here. If it wants to push back up. Buy green line, sell red line. So was getting close. Nope, hesitating too much. I wanted to see a cleaner, smoother move, and it's just not doing it. Still may go up there, that's fine, but that's not the approach I was looking for. And looks like I probably would have been okay, although not quite for sure. But anyways, all right, never mind on that one. All right, thinking of potentially picking up, trying to build a little bit of size here, but would like to see this pull back a bit more. You know, that green line down a little bit more. There you go. Once we get down to that level there. All right, I'll pause, but I'll keep a close eye on it. All right, looking to play ideally a move back upwards, but I don't need a whole lot. Looking to get long at that green line. If it wants to scalp me out, that's fine. But if it would want to hit me and then pull back a little bit, there we go, I'm in. So let's see what it wants to do here. So the blue line is my entry point. Try to get some more down there. See if it wants to come down. I got another order at that green line. All right, I'll pause. I'll keep a close eye on. I'm not going to make you sit here and watch every little bit of it. All right, I did move my target higher to that red line there. Oh, are you kidding me? How did it not fill me? It hit the red line. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Look at that. Did it not hit that red line? But I'm going to move it up a little bit more now. If it returns back up there, why not think that I can pump up a little bit more? Or am I just in a greedy mindset right now? It's very frustrating though. I mean, it hit that. I guess it didn't hit the red line. I guess it looked like it hit the red line. At this point, this thing is either going to keep coming up or it's just going to stop me out. So we'll see what happens with it. Very tight stop, I know, but at this point, I just need to see this move pick up more momentum or it's just going to take me out. What is it going to do? Like a potential move down, but we still got a fighting chance. There we go. Just like that, I'm glad. Oh, don't forget to cancel your orders out. There we go. So that one brought me back to green. And in all actuality, I'm glad that in hindsight, I'm glad that it didn't fill me at that red line because I actually moved up my profit target a little bit more. What the logic was, okay, well, if it goes back up to that area again, I think it can at least give me a little bit more. And I mean, not to pat myself on the back, but yeah, I mean, that's ultimately what happened there. So a little disappointed because I was trying to buy more on the pullback, but it never did pull back before returning back upwards. But it is what it is. So if you remember at one point that was, was it down 70, 75? I don't remember. Don't hold me to that. I think it was down like 70, 75. But now that has been brought all the way to green. So if there's one learning lesson here that I hope you walk away with, don't even really pay attention to the gains. But if there's one thing that I'm proud of, it was just the risk management. I kept the loss small. I cut the loss. And because I cut the loss, because I kept it manageable, it was pretty. Maybe you're saying like, Clay, I didn't see any super impressive trades. Thank you. You just proved my point. That's a sign of good risk management. If you find yourself needing to trade like a superhero in order to get losses back, you're doing not so good in the risk management department. So the mere fact that maybe your criticism here is, yeah, I didn't really see anything impressive, no like massive trades, no super fancy trades, but somehow you were still able to wipe away that loss. No, exactly. So that should be your goal as a trader. Ask yourself, Do I officially need to trade like a superhero to get back my losses? If your answer to that is yes, then okay, take that as a clue. You have work to do in the risk management department. But overall, manage that risk, kept the loss small, and was able to, for me to, wipe it all away, and plus then put a little bit of money into my pocket as for the MNQ, that is. So before I go and wrapping things up, I want to personally invite you to get signed up for this free live online webinar that I'm offering that'll walk you through the tools I'm using, how I build consistency, manage risk, and all of that. And just make sure that you have the proper mindset, the proper framework as you approach the markets. So whether you're a beginner and just getting started, or maybe you're struggling as a trader, I've been around since 2013. Been trading way longer than that. But as far as a YouTube channel is concerned, I've been around since 2013. So it's not like the site is some fly-by-night thing. I just say that I've worked with, I've seen, I've observed, I've interviewed many, many traders, and a lot of people, they don't quite have the right understanding. And they have some things right, but some things right is not good enough. You need to have a full picture of what the proper way to approach things are, what the not proper way is, how tools should be used, how they shouldn't be used, and many other things. So this will be a very all-encapsulating class that I'm very confident will make sure that you have the right framework and right guardrails in place. So go to the link that you see on the screen there, claytrader.com/live, or just check out the link in the description to learn when the next live class is. And, that way you can have an idea of when potentially can fit into your schedule. So thanks for listening. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy these live trade videos, as always, hit that like button. And if you're looking for a super free and easy way to support that channel, please hit that subscribe button. That really does help out. So thanks for watching. Take care.